welcome another episode of Chef's Kiss. Peter and John here. Another episode. What's up, John?
What's up, buddy? How's it going?
I'm doing pretty good. We got a laundry list of topics today we wanted to cover. We're going to have a nice little discussion here. Hopefully your son stays asleep and we get everything done.
Yeah, I'm watching him right here below on the monitor, and he's rolling around, and I'm just hope he stays down. But
John, question for you.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm a hat connoisseur. You have a nice collection of hats as well. Did you get a chance to look at the 4th of July hats this year?
The Cubs one, right, with the USA on the side?
It is the USA, like the flag covers up the middle, it covers up the front of like the logo, and then on the side it does have like, it's not a patch, but it's just like an emblem in the shape of a home plate, and it says USA in the bottom. So you saw those?
I saw those. I think you posted about it.
If you go to MLB.com, it's like the top banner, and wanted to get your idea on these hats. I love them. I love that they are navy blue and red, depending on what league your team falls in. I like the gold New Era logo, the gold MLB logo on the back, and then the side emblem. I think they did a great job with this. They kept it pretty simple, but I think they hit it out of the park with that. That and the Mother's Day. I'm not too fond of the Father's Day, but what do you think of these hats?
I like them. The Yankees one looks really sweet. So does the Astros. LA looks awesome. The red ones actually aren't terrible, but the navy blue ones are definitely the best. Cubs one looks awesome.
You
the
like
stars.
The navy blue? Because I'm determining whether I'm going to get a red Phillies one or a blue Cubs one.
Can I tell you something that happened? So Father's Day is coming up. You're a first-time father. This is very exciting for you. My wife will never listen to this, so I'm not worried about it. I was putting away a suitcase the other day, and you had worn that Chicago Cubs throwback hat from the 1990 All-Star game, which is sick. And I was like, I really want that hat. And then I go to put away this luggage in the closet, and I see all my Father's Day gifts.
Really?
Not only that, I'm so not worried. She's like so over listening to me on podcasts, so I'm not at all worried that she's going to listen to this unless you cut it up and put it on social. Not only that, I wanted to get – so my dad plays softball, and I want to get him a bat, and I'm going to, but I need to make sure it's like USA 1.2, 120 approved or whatever.
Core.
Yeah. But a composite bat, he's been using aluminum, and it just doesn't work for 12-inch softball like the hardball. So, and he's still using equipment from like the 1970s. So I really want to try to help him out. So I never go on Amazon. My wife buys everything on Amazon. But I was like, let me go on Amazon for the first, I never go on. So I go on, and then I look at past purchased orders, and she bought me a golf net, which is what I wanted, so I could practice in the backyard.
In the backyard?
Yes. Also, the net also acts as a tee. So she bought me this this really sweet metal tee with like the plastic at the top for hitting softballs. So it's a golf net and a softball net, so I could practice both golf and softball. She bought me another PS4 controller. She really hit it out of the park for this Father's Day, and my throwback hat. So
hold on. Where is this closet? Which closet did she hide it in?
She hid it in her office closet, but
Why are you rooting around in her office closet?
I'm going to tell you why. Just give me a second, okay? She was out of town for a week. I was alone with my son for a week, and I was putting away her suitcase where she puts it in her office closet. Mm-hmm. And I go in there, and the first thing I do is I see the hat. I go, oh, shit. What else is in here? And then, so also what I did, full disclosure, is, a new hat is like, it's pressed. So it's like, it's pushed in the back. I work from home. No one else was here. I fucking wore it, for half the day. Yeah, I wore it for a little bit. I wanted to see what it looked like. It looks awesome. And then, an hour before I picked her up, I put it back, as it was, and then stealthily shoved it back in its proper place, angled just to the side because it was just off. killed, which she'll have no idea about. So I got some pretty sweet Father's Day gifts, which I'm pretty pumped about. And I get to sleep in this weekend, which is almost better than everything. Because my son's been waking up at 5:30 a.m. for no apparent reason for the last 2 weeks.
You know, you think you stop finding your Christmas gifts like when you're a child, but I guess that continues as you get older. And then, yeah, if you have linked accounts like your Amazon and stuff like that, you're going to see stuff. So you're going to have a very nice Sunday, it sounds like.
I'm pretty pumped. What do you got going on for Father's Day? Any plans?
Yeah, we are doing golf in the morning with...
I love that you're a golfer now. It's hilarious. You just got did you just get into golf?
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
I do things. I live on two ends of the spectrum, John.
You're either in or you're out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And extremely happy or borderline depressed. It's like, and that's an exaggeration, obviously. But
no, I get it.
I live on both ends of the spectrum. Like I'm either pissed off or I'm very happy or whatever. And that's obviously an exaggeration. But yeah, I'm all in. So I do have that net. I got the turf to practice in the backyard.
I saw that too. Dude, I'm not going to lie. You were the person that has inspired all the gifts I've got because I've seen it on your social and on this pod and subconsciously I've remembered it. And then, dude, it's so weird. The stuff that we do on the pod that I see on your social, because then it pops up in ads on my fucking phone.
What, that we talk about?
Yes. Yeah. And your net. I saw your net online. I was like, how?
That's weird. Yeah.
Because I saw it on social.
Sure, and yeah, you know how many times you've said golf or
right.
U.S. Open in the microphone. And I know we've all had experiences like that where it's like weird shit pops up where you're like, there's no reason that should have popped up, unless it's listening to me. So yeah, dude, you're going to love it. During the day, I wake up, I get shit done, everything I need to for at least the next hour and a half, get the kid off to the grandparents, and then it's taking hacks in the backyard. Dude, it's nice. Birds are chirping, you got your coffee, and you're like, I've been feeling very just fulfilled recently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's points in your life where you're like, oh, I'll be happy when I get this. I'll be happy when I get this. But it's like, I got married. I have my baby. I have a house. And now I have a job that I love. So it's like, I'm good, dude. I don't need what's next? What's next? I wake up and I'm happy every day. And yeah, this new hobby takes over, it's taken over a lot of my time. I went out on Wednesday and played. It's just a good hobby to have. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, 100%. And I feel the same way about. I feel the same way you do. Have a house, happily married, a kid, but also too how important it is to stay happy by filling your day up with the things you really enjoy. So me playing softball, we have 2 games left. I got to win one of them to get in the playoffs. It's been a blast. Playing softball, doing this podcast, doing my own podcast, doing the Peloton, getting stuff done, doing creative stuff, getting work done, going for walks with my dogs, just little stuff,
Productivity.
Yeah, just getting stuff done.
Yeah, being productive, getting stuff done is rewarding and fulfilling, Your grass is cut. You played 9 holes or whatever, and then you get to hang out with your kid and, you spend some time with your wife. So, yeah, that all is goes into – who was talking about this? Somebody was talking – I think it was a comedian. It was Chris DiStefano. You know Chris DiStefano?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Chrissy Bitch Hips, he always calls
He's great.
Or whatever. He was saying about, things is like having your tires, right? One of your tires is your finances. One of your tires is your marriage. One of your tires is your job. And you have to make sure it's all balanced. And that's just kind of what it goes to talk about.
100%, man. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying golf. I have a little golf story to share with you. So I went – so we obviously have the PGA Tour, U.S. Open's going on. Ricky Fowler and Xander Schauffele both shot 62s today, the lowest round. So they're in first place. But this past weekend, I went to the American Family Insurance championship in Madison, Wisconsin. My brother-in-law is a golf pro there, so he hooked us up. He got us in there. And a Champions Tour, if you don't know, you have to be 50 or older to qualify. 50, but if you're 50, you can still play in the PGA Tour, but you can't play in the Champions Tour until you're 50. It is, first of all, it was a great time. Really, really fun. And a way more lax atmosphere. Like, people were drinking vodka sodas, drinking, like, Moscow Mules, a lot of Spotted Cow, obviously, were in Wisconsin, and, like, blasting the speakers, and it's, like, Vijay Singh and Zach Johnson. The celebrity foursome at the end was Andy North, who's, like, a golf analyst on ESPN, Michael Phelps, Derek Jeter, and Zach Johnson. So it was really cool to see, and we were, like, obviously very close. So it was really cool. It was in a very lax atmosphere. It was fun. Michael Phelps is a really good golfer. Jeter, everything. Sure. Like, first of all, you can tell he's a baseball player because he definitely has a baseball golf swing, like, sure. For sure. Everything he hit was long. Like, everything was 8 to 12 yards too long. Even his putts, he would, like, putt it way past the hole. But he was obviously doing it, like, in good fun, and it was super cool to see. But what a really fun event, and just how amazing some of these golfers are. Like 60, 64, like just
DJ's got to be up there, right?
Just unbelievable. The touch, the spin that they can put on it, and they make it look effortless. Also, you can drive carts too. The PGA Tour, you have to walk. The Champions Tour, you can take carts. So Champions Tour sounds like my jam. Like, that's where it's at. If they were like, hey, you could play the PGA Tour Champions, I'm like, I'll opt for the Champions Tour. Caddies are smoking cigarettes. It was almost like I felt like I was watching, like, a real life Happy Gilmore. It was hilarious.
Sure.
It was awesome. So that was pretty sweet. So you've been posting a couple things on your Twitter, and something you posted was I've been waiting for this forever. So, not a Seahawks fan, but the, like, Steve Largent, Rick Meyer, Ricky Waters Seahawks 90s uniforms. Yeah. They're coming back, and they're going to be wearing their throwbacks against the Browns, which is amazing. And I'm sharing my screen right now. And, dude, look at this. How sick is that?
Yeah, those are epitome of the 90s. They just, like, scream 90s. I think, you know how sick DK Metcalf is going to look in one of those?
Oh, yeah, like, 100%.
New premier players in throwback jerseys, I think is just a really cool look.
Absolutely. And these jerseys have been waiting forever. Let me ask you a question. I was thinking about this. Has Tampa ever brought back those creamsicle jerseys with, like, the actual Buccaneer?
The orange, the light.
Yeah, like the creamsicle orange. Like, I've seen. I don't think they've actually played in them, right?
I want to say I've maybe seen it. I know I've seen the hats.
I've seen the hat, and I've seen a lot of hat. I've seen a lot of swag and memorabilia, people wearing it on podcasts, but I don't think they've actually played in it. So that's the one I'm waiting for. But I also want to share this other thing that you shared. So again, they announced they'll wear the 90s throwbacks, which are sick, and it'll play against the Browns. Check out the Browns. Where's the Browns? Nope. Oh, wait. I want to talk about this too.
The new logo?
The new logo, yeah. Didn't I post it? Did I share the thing? All right. Hold on. Before we get to the new Browns logo, I want to share this. So, Bears defensive tackle Justin Jones was interviewed about Packers and Aaron Rodgers, and he was like, I'm kind of sad Aaron Rodgers is gone. I really wanted to beat him. And then he went on to say that the Packers fans, they're pretty shitty. Half of them don't even know football. Mm-hmm. As a Packer fan,
that hurts you.
Well, it doesn't hurt me. I feel clearly it means that we've owned you guys, and also he's a little salty that we've been kicking your ass for the last 30 years, and to say that half of them don't even know football, come on, man. That's a little salty, no?
I will 100% agree with you, and I will take it a step further. And how about this, John? How about half of fans don't know anything about football? How about that?
Half of football fans know nothing about football. I'm going to tell you something. Football, number one, it's the most popular sport. I think we can't disagree on that. But I think it has the most informed fans by far.
100%.
If you like baseball, you know a lot about it, or else you don't care about it. But there's a lot of people that watch football and don't know anything about it.
100%. And that's what I'm saying is formations and defensive coverages and just coverages in general. Why didn't he throw it to him? He's wide open. And it's like, that's, you sitting around these idiots long enough and you realize these guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about, dude. And even I'm not even super intelligent about it, but I've known enough. And obviously when you play for long enough, you're like, okay, dude. So I wouldn't say that's specific to Packers fans. I would say that's specific to just fans in general, football fans.
Okay. Next topic. Share my screen again. So I'm actually pretty pumped for this. There is a new documentary that is coming out on Netflix, and it's called Quarterback. And the profile.
Which one? Because there are two coming out.
I'm talking about the one on Netflix.
Yeah. So was Swamp Kings. Remember I said the Urban Meyer years at Florida. There's another documentary called Swamp Kings. Aaron Hernandez, Tim Tebow.
Dude, that's going to be good.
Twins. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of dirty stuff.
Dude, that Aaron Hernandez documentary was insane.
So good. That
was crazy.
I have the book right there, All American Murder. It was good, written by James Patterson.
Dude, that doc was insane. And also that he was gay, he was closeted, and that was one of the biggest pressures he had on himself. I never knew that.
Yeah, he went to prison as a tight end and he came out as a wide receiver.
Nice. How many people have made that joke?
Yeah, I mean, you teed it up for me, so.
No, it's perfect. That's okay. So,
but this looks like very.
But this doesn't make sense to me because Patrick, Hard Knocks, but Patrick Mahomes. Okay, basically everyone's ripping off the F1 model. Okay, golf did it with Full Swing. Tennis did it with Match Point or whatever that show is called on Netflix. Everyone's doing the inside documentary model that F1 did that completely changed their sport around and increased their popularity.
You could argue Hard Knocks was one of the first. That was
Hard Knocks was one of the first, yes. But this particular type of documentary, profiling specific players and people. Mahomes, totally get, all right? Kirk Cousins, I couldn't think of someone more boring to profile than Kirk Cousins. Also, Jacoby Brissett, Marcus Mariota. Couldn't we do, if I were to do this, I would do Patrick Mahomes. I would do Aaron Rodgers. Say what you want. That dude would be great for content, 100%. This is ideally if I could get anybody I wanted. So I would do Mahomes, I would do Rodgers, and then I would do, who would be another good one to profile? Another quarterback. They have to be good, but they also have to be interesting. Would you say Josh Allen?
Is Tua interesting?
Tua is interesting. That's a really good one because he is good. And then you also think about his workout routine, his offseason training, all the protocols, and behind the scenes of his family being although by the way, his family no one cares. They're oh no, he's just gonna keep playing. No one has expressed.
That's the thing too, because this was all filmed last season, so they would have captured all those concussions.
Yes, that was a really good call. That's a sleeper because the behind the scenes stuff is what you really want to know. You're who the hell is allowing him to play football? The trainers, the discussions going on in the locker room after these things happen. So I think Rodgers, Mahomes, Tua. I think that's a great three.
I think
different skill sets and different types of personalities too.
As a director, I think the choice here is to get contrasting characters here. So obviously you have the best quarterback in the league in Patrick Mahomes. That's your star.
You have the family man in Kirk Cousins.
Christian, family values, quiet, more reserved, not so flashy, a little dad nerdy-ish. And then you got, Mariota, the kind of flyer, low expectations, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know what Mariota's doing in there.
Yeah, I mean, he's a backup for Philly now, so that didn't...
Maybe profiling, like, you know another cool person? I don't know. Is Chase Daniel still in the league?
Probably.
Someone should do a documentary on him as a backup quarterback.
He made the most money as a backup quarterback over the X amount of years.
I know, but he played for so many teams. I think he's infinitely fascinating. I think that would be a really good one.
Blake Bortles, if he was.
Bortles, yeah. Bortles is good content. Absolutely. Yes. So
I also think, tell me if this is what you think this is true. Do you think they also picked Mahomes to paint his wife possible? I mean, maybe, I don't know if there was content on his brother, but giving them like a PR opportunity to paint them in a different light because they have a lot of negative PR around them.
Well, his brother, is accused of sexual assault, and that was on video, right?
Well, not accused, yeah. We all saw it live, yeah.
Yeah.
So that, and then just how obnoxious his wife has been over the past, 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So maybe that was a play from like a PR team, like, hey, this is a great opportunity for you guys to kind of show behind the scenes your family. We're not always, screaming and yelling. That's what I thought about when they released
No. I think they did it. I think they did it right. There's a couple other topics, but I feel like they're not relevant. I want to end on this. Father's Day is coming up. You just did a blog. Check it out, SheffieldShuffler.com. Top 5 dad things, okay? So I'm going to start with 5.
Yeah, and then I want to hear if I left anything out or anything else you
Fantastic. I'm going to share this so our audience can see it because I think it's really great stuff. So, top 5 dad things. You got the jean shorts. It's just absolutely perfect. Where'd you find this photo?
I think it was on a Pinterest or something.
It's perfect.
Like cool dad.
It's perfect. Like that. So, top 5 dad things. Okay. White New Balance sneakers. I totally agree. I will add this. My dad still rocks white Fila's.
Fila's, okay. I still have Fila sweatpants, and they're comfortable as shit. So
yeah.
I won't be on them.
Number 4, jokes. What's a joke?
You wouldn't say those shoes are like super nerdy though. That's what I said as well. I was like, it's a clean white shoe with an N on it. It's not like that ugly. You know what I mean?
There's so many other options. It's pretty nerdy. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
But dads don't. But dads go for comfort. They're not going for style. They're going for comfort. Number 4, jokes. So, what is your dad's, like, classic dad joke? And I will definitely tell you what my dad's joke is. And it's not even funny, and I don't even know if I would categorize it as a joke.
Yeah, I wouldn't say my dad has, like, dad jokes. Me, my dad, my brother, we talk more in, like, movie quotes.
What movies?
Just, like, quotes, I mean, everything, My Cousin Vinny, Abbott and Costello, like, movies that, like, nobody has seen in black and white, like, showed us as children, like, stuff like that. We talk more in movie quotes, so it's not, like, those corny dad jokes. Just, like, for my dad. I just was given that, like, as a generality for others.
Totally. Well, I've been doing comedy for a long time, and I wish I never told my dad because he's constantly pointing out anything that happens in life. Like a car could turn the wrong way down the street and then have to come back. And then he would look at me and go, is that a premise? And everything is a premise now. Like anything.
It's a joke.
And that's his running joke. So like anything that happens, he's like, premise? And I'm like, no, not a premise. Not everything is a premise. That's his classic dad joke. He's been doing it since I've been doing comedy. So, I don't know, 10, 13 years, whatever. And
but that's also something that's unique to just you guys. He's not going to say that to anybody else, like to get a laugh out of nobody.
That's
else
true.
to talk about it. It's just between you guys. So that's more sentimental too. Which
That's
is,
true. So he claims he's funny, and my sisters would say he is, but he really isn't. And so to prove that he is funny, because he's like, I'm really funny, I have great material. He's constantly telling me that.
If you have to tell people you're funny,
100%. So you and I mean, we understand comedy. So I know he's not funny. Like I know him. So, but what I want to do to show him and frankly embarrass him is I go, okay, Dad, at Christmas, this is what we're gonna do. You are going to write down a stand-up special or a sketch or whatever. Write anything down that you think is funny, and I will perform it in front of our whole giant family. I have 27 first cousins, and they have kids, and my dad's one of 7, just on my dad's side Italian. So you do the math. We're rolling like 75 deep with people. So there's a massive audience when we get together. So I said, Dad, I'll take that material. I will go in front of our entire family and say, hello, you know me, I'm John Baldocha. I'm about to perform a piece of comedy that is written by my father, Michael Locha. So just to let you, and I'm like, Dad, I will commit. Whatever's on the page, I just like I'm doing a improv show or a sketch show, I will commit and I will perform the shit out of it. But I'm going to let them know that this is what my dad thinks is funny. And I know it would bomb, and I would have so much joy in like fully committing into something I know was bombing because I didn't write it. So sort of to prove to him that this stuff really isn't as funny as he thinks.
I think it'd be better if you just went up there and performed it first.
No, they need to know that he wrote it.
I think you tell them after.
No, because then they think that I'm not funny.
No, because what if you do well? You do well, and they laugh and they think it's great.
There's no way that would happen. There's no way. There's no way. That's how confident I am.
Okay. Well, record it regardless because we want to see the performance.
100%. Okay, number 3, you have grilling. This is easy. Like, and I would say also too, at least for me as a dad, it's not just grilling. I'm super into food documentaries, like barbecue documentaries. Like they just released this American Barbecue Showdown on Netflix. I'm watching it. There's like this documentary on Aaron Franklin's barbecue in Austin. I've like watched that. I've watched the Sheff, like the movie Sheff that Jon Favreau did. He has like a cooking documentary. I've watched that. I've watched Chef's Table Barbecue. Like I'm like super, I'm like so into, like we grill now a lot in the backyard. And also, I'm like super into food documentaries. That is definitely one for sure.
Yeah, grilling is just like super key, and like I talked about in there, it just kind of lets everybody know when you walk into a party and you see who's behind the grill. That's the guy that's in charge.
100%.
He's the guy behind the grill. That's the dude that probably owns the house. He's got all the answers. Don't mess with him. You come and greet him. It's like it's like his throne. And I don't know. Most of the memories I have, like good memories from the summer, are around like barbecue, Frank Sinatra playing outside on the patio.
Yeah,
it's like a good family atmosphere too.
It's like that opening scene at Goodfellas when they're all outside, with like you meet Paulie for the first time, and you know what I'm talking about? That scene outside where it's like. It's a bunch of like hot, sweaty Italian guys in like wife beaters, and they're playing like Sinatra, and they're like barbecuing outside.
In Goodfellas?
Yeah, dude.
It's
when you first meet Paulie, Paul Sorvino.
Yeah, and he comes and he's whispering in his ear. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. He goes, Paulie didn't move at all. He goes, that's because Paulie didn't move for anybody.
Yeah, he didn't have to.
He didn't have to. Golf, number 2. This is an easy one, 100%. You said once you're too fat and too old to play softball and your second knee surgery. Dude, that is so true. Like, people are falling apart on our team. We have a 15
knee braces.
We have a 15-player softball team. We're down to 9. 6 people pulled hamstrings. There's so many people that are hurt. I saw a guy walking to the field with like while doing a thorogun on his leg. I'm like, dude, you gotta like sit and be stationary for that. He's like trying to run. He's trying to like work out a knot, like running up to the field. He's late. It was hilarious. Everyone's hurt. But golf is wonderful. You can drink. It's an opportunity to talk, and it's perfect dad stuff.
Yeah, nature, being left alone. These things all have a thing in common. You know?
I think Seinfeld's joke about golf stood for get out, leave family.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That might be a good T-shirt.
Well, he did write that. I don't know if that might be a copy IP intellectual property issue, but I'll let you handle that. And then number 1, lawn care. So this is your number 1.
Yeah, lawn care. I have buddies who literally send me my buddy Tony in Iowa. He has a app, I guess, on his phone, like a John Deere app that tracks his mower. He has a riding mower because he's got a big yard. So he will send me the little outline. It's a little outline that shows his path that he took to cut his grass. He's very passionate about it. I got another buddy who takes pictures of his lawn and will put it on his social media, and he's like, fresh fade or fresh cut. Like, guys take it seriously. And like I said in there, when you don't have hair of your own, it's like a haircut for your house. Like, you make like, hey, it's Friday, grass looks nice, it's nice and full, green color, the edging is done. It looks crisp. Like, when you live in a nice neighborhood like you do, like I do, and you go past someone's house and the edging is nice and cut, like, it just looks good. It looks good. It's a very nice appearance.
For sure. Do you enjoy doing lawn care?
I do. Yeah, the lawn that I have right now is kind of shitty. I inherited probably not the best situation as far as just like, obviously it's a little bit older. And I did renovations in the house, so the yard kind of I'm getting the grass isn't like 100% great, but I keep everything edged, keep it nice and short. So it does look good. Backyard looks good. You've seen the backyard in my social media.
It looks great. It looks great.
That's all.
Weed whacking is a big one for dads. Also, too, like cleaning out the garage. Like they love to put pegs up and hang things in the garage. Like cleaning up the garage and garage organization, I feel like is a big one for dads. Like dad's like, oh, I'm like cleaning out the garage, or I'm organizing my tools or whatever. Like that's another big one. The garage is a big one for dads.
Sure, anything that's like designated their space.
Yeah.
Like the lawn is my responsibility to take care of. The garage is where my tools are. That kind of stuff, like anything that they can take pride in, which I think is a great thing. Something that you're in charge of. Like, I know I'm in charge of the grass. Like, yeah, I take pride in it. So, yeah, I think these are all good things as a father you just kind of fall into. Nobody plans on it. Nobody's like, I'm going to grow up and love lawn care. But it's just something that comes apart with getting a house and having a family and kind of just doing your dad thing.
What do you think your daughter's going to get you for Father's Day? If you had to guess.
Shitty diaper?
But she gets you that every day.
Yeah, I know. She doesn't have to. I mean, I don't think she has any money. I don't think she has a job. Not that I know of.
But like,
probably,
okay,
maybe like a golf shirt, something like that. Golf attire.
Yeah. But it is your wife's responsibility to get you something from her, correct? Like if it was Mother's Day, you would get your wife something from your daughter, right?
I mean, I didn't this year. I didn't say like, oh, this is from Adriana. I didn't do that.
Did you get her anything?
Honestly, yeah, but I don't think she's going to get me something like, this is from Adriana.
My wife likes that, so that's
sure. Well, I mean, that's maybe like for Christmas,
Okay.
But just I don't think for Father's Day.
I guess. Cool.
Yeah, that's just how we roll it around here.
Are you doing anything special in the morning? Like, are you making cinnamon rolls? Like for me, we're going out to breakfast. I was like, Father's Day, I would like to go out to breakfast, so we're doing that.
Where are you going? Like,
Honey Jam Cafe in Naperville.
Been there.
Northside.
Bolingbrook, right?
No, it's Northside of Naperville.
Oh, okay.
That's where we
have
live.
Honey Jam in Bolingbrook, right on the edge of Woodridge. When I lived over there.
Oh, okay.
There's a Honey Jam in the Bolingbrook. But Honey Jam, very good. I'm a big fan of skillets.
Oh, yeah.
Get a nice skillet.
Skillet is great.
side of pancakes, like a side of flapjacks or a side of toast to go with it. So good. Get some sausage, bacon in a skillet, potatoes.
100. Yeah, their skillets are bomb. So when you play golf, do you always play 18, and then do you walk or you ride? Obviously.
No, I walk. That's what a part of it I really enjoy. I
Dude,
got the proof, dude.
That's good, dude. That's good for you. I mean, it's like, dude, I can't imagine. I mean, how many miles do you log?
Calories burned.
How many miles do you log?
Probably 9 is like 3.2, I think, and the front 9 is like 1,400 calories burned.
Yeah.
Average. Yeah, because you're walking a lot of them are par 5s.
Oh yeah.
But I enjoy part of that is getting out and walking and being in nature, and of course I would love to ride the cart, but I like it's exercise.
You have a pull cart, right?
Yeah, like a push one. Yeah.
Yeah, push cart.
You just push it. Yeah.
Dude, good for you, man. I'm kind of done with that. There's no way I'm walking a course ever again. It's not happening.
I know, but you lost like your chubbiness, John. Like you were a little thicker when you were younger, and then you've definitely leaned out. I'm trying to find that stride.
I gotcha.
This is part of it. You know what I mean?
I gotcha. Wait. Are you still not drinking?
Yeah, no, I haven't yet.
So is it okay if I ask you this?
I don't know what you're gonna ask.
So is this? Are you just trying? What spawned this? Like, why did you start doing this, and how long are you going? Are you just trying to see how long you can go without drinking? Where did this come from?
Well, when I drink,
I know
drink a lot
to excess, where you perhaps make some bad decisions.
Sure, I want to smoke cigarettes.
Yes.
Eat,
Yep.
I'm going to be tempted to drive, things like that. Things that I shouldn't be doing. Things
Of course.
that will make you lose the things that you worked hard for.
That's how I got heavy. I mean, at one point I was 238 pounds because I would drink, and then I don't drink a lot anymore, but I would drink. I would have dinner. I would drink, and then I would have a second dinner at like 2 a.m.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's like the worst. My doctor a while ago, like I was getting some physical or something, and he goes, you would not believe. He goes, you don't even have to work out, but if you do not eat past 8:00, you will be shocked at how much weight it will just fall off. Like don't just have water past 8:00. And then he goes, and then he asked me, he's like, so how many days a week do you usually eat past 8:00? I go, every single night.
Yeah.
Every night.
Well, that goes with like the intermittent fasting kind of thing.
Yes,
Like, yeah,
which is that's proven, dude.
Earlier,
yeah,
absolutely. And I know that when I go to bed hungry, I wake up and I get on the scale and I'm like, "Yep, fucking killed it,"
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like I've been enjoying the health kick. Like I told you, dude, I've been a fat drunk slob for a very long time.
So how long have you gone without a drink?
Since I told you that
so
one time
over a couple months.
Maybe
2 months.
April, yeah, almost 2 months.
And can you tell a difference? Can you feel it?
I go to the gym almost every day. I obviously walk a lot when I'm doing golfing. I'm not drinking. I'm more conscious of what I'm eating. So, yeah, I've lost some weight, like nothing crazy, like 10 pounds, but like
that's still something.
Continue to do that. And, it's like summer, dude. You know how many times, like, you get a shirt and, like, as a fat guy, you got to, like, stretch it out and, like, make sure I just want to feel less bloated and, just go to the gym and do all that stuff and just trying to stay strong with it. I mean, I'll drink again eventually. I have good momentum going. There's Andy Frisella is a guy that I listen to sometimes for podcasts. He swears a lot, but he's very motivational. And he says, "Why do you reward yourself with the same things that got you to where you are?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I worked out 5 days this week. Now I'm gonna go pig out at CC's. You know what I mean? Like, why do you reward yourself with the same shit that puts you where you are? So it's kind of like that. I would
absolutely.
say.
It's so interesting that you say that as a bigger guy, any new shirt or whatever, you have to like put your arms in and push it out and push it down. Dude, you can take the fat out of the guy, but you can't take the guy out of the fat. I lost a lot of weight, but I still do that with every new shirt that I do. I do it with softball.
When it comes out of the laundry.
I still, when it comes out of the laundry, softball, I have a medium. I stretch out. Drives my wife crazy. She goes, you don't need to.
Medium?
Yeah, I'm a medium. Yeah. She goes, you don't need to do that anymore. I do it with any new shirt. And now I have to like do it when she's not around. I'm like, I don't do that. And then when she's not around, I'm like, shoving my arms in here and doing it really quickly because I don't. It's too tight. So that's like the biggest argument we have as a couple. Is she says, as I say, this shirt's too tight on me. She says, you're crazy. It's not too tight. And then I go, you're right. It's not too tight. She leaves the room and I push it out and stretch it out. And then she doesn't really know the difference, but I feel better. And then we go about our day. That's about it.
Yeah.
Hey, I still do that because I did that for years, so long. And I don't know, it might be, what's that, body dysmorphia, but I feel every shirt it can't be like, I gotta have space. Space.
Yeah, and obviously, not every shirt clings to you.
Of course not. But my softball shirt is a medium and it shrinks when you wash it, and I gotta stretch it out when I'm playing.
Player performance too.
Yeah, that's really all what it's about. But dude, the techs on my softball league, man. I was in and out.
I mean, they've been out of hand, but
yeah, but it's big. Now we're winning games, so it's gotten worse. I kind of wish we were worse because but the fact that we've been winning more, people are like getting more excited. I was in an hour call, like my phone's down here. I'm on a Zoom call for work. Dude, I shit you not. I've hid the alerts. Like they don't ping anymore. I can just see the red notifications.
Sure.
There's nothing on my phone. The meeting starts, I'm presenting. So like this is a deck, I'm presenting, it's our strategy, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like on camera in it. I'm not even looking at my phone. Call gets done. I run to the restroom, grab a drink of water. I come back, take a look at my phone. Hour and 10 minutes pass. I have 48 notifications about lineup construction, how we got to get one win to get in the playoffs. Like, should we switch John and Zach around, or I feel like we should like do a shift, or like, hey, do we have like who has the book? Because I want to run some like analytics on this, and like I'm like,
all right, guys.
I'm like, dude. I was like, we missed 3 routine fly balls. Okay, we botched like 3 double plays. Like, this isn't rocket science. Like, they're gonna get their licks in. We just need to make the routine plays. Can't give them second chance outs. Yeah. We're gonna win games. That's how we won every other game that we won, because we made the fewer errors. That's it.
Yeah, this isn't Moneyball, guys. We're in a rec league, okay?
But dude,
the guy's playing with New Balance sneakers, okay?
Hey, some of these guys have cleats. I have cleats.
I'm saying, yeah, wherever you are in the lineup really doesn't matter. So hopefully, yeah, you guys win one or lose one so it's over quicker and you can exit this text stream.
Dude, it's out of control, man. And it goes all hours of the night.
It's definitely on my list of pet peeves, group text, for sure. I absolutely hate when I'm added to them.
There's nothing I can do. I can't, like, remove myself.
Well, the thing too is I have OCD, so when I see a notification,
I have to check it. Me too.
I'm like, it bothers me. I can't just leave it if there's a number on there.
And so I put my phone to charge it at night, and I'm going to sleep. I'm usually watching West Coast baseball to fall asleep, so it's usually an Angels game or a Dodger game or whatever. So tonight it'll be Sox Dodgers. But my fucking phone lights up, and I'm like,
oh, you got to utilize the do not disturb or sleep. I do that all the time.
I gotta do that. Yeah.
During the day, because I'm on my phone all day, every day, editing,
right,
looking for graphics, doing all that kind of stuff. I have to put the do not disturb, because if I go to click on something and a notification pops up and I click on it on accident, I'm gonna throw that thing through the freaking wall. So utilize it.
I will, dude. All right, my wife got home. I think I got a bolt.
Yes. I'm going to put on the Cubs game. I hope they're winning.
Me too. Hopefully they can sweep the Pirates, right?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. God, that division sucks, and so does the AL Central. They're so bad.
Yeah, the Phillies just swept the. I don't know if they're playing the Diamondbacks tomorrow. I have to check, but they just won today too as well.
They just showed real quick. They showed like the graphics of like all the teams with the highest payroll. I think it was last night's during the Yankees Mets game, and they're like out of 5 games back, maybe a wild card team. None of the teams that have the highest payroll are like in first place. It's like Texas and Rays. It's hilarious. Baseball's so weird, but that's what makes it great. All right, thanks, buddy.
See you.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.